Hi Kiwi, alright, we are back at Hades 1 and we're going to be running the aspect of Chiron, where our attack marks an enemy and our special then makes our volley home in on that enemy. We're going to run the Ares Keepsake and do something silly, which probably doesn't synergize great with this build, but we'll try it. We're going to do 2 levels of extreme measures and 3 levels of jury summons, or 2 levels of jury summons, I forget. But 40% more enemies are going to spawn on this run for our 5 heat on the bow. Alright, let's see if we start with Ares. Okay, excellent.
Ah, you bear the blood-filled vial which I granted you. The mortal's blood contained therein. I drew it myself. Too seldom am I able to become directly involved in such matters.
Okay, let's see. Special, cast, or dash. I guess we were looking for a Doom build, so we'll go for the special. I don't know if that really works that great with the special, especially without the ability to stack it up. So maybe I'm thinking either going Aphrodite or Athena with the hopes of getting their duo boons with this.
More.
That was a pretty fancy shot, wasn't it? All right, another Ares boon or a Chaos Gate. The Chaos Gate may be very valuable here just for getting special or attack damage up. Ares could get his Vengeance and go for a Zeus combo. Let's go for Chaos here. We've got what we need from Ares already with the special. Although I guess I could stack his Doom Inflicting.
Infinite possibilities can be tedious to choose from. So let me provide you with a significantly smaller set with which you may yet change the fate's designs.
Oh, very chaotic of you. Cast more damage, deal more damage from behind. I'm gonna reroll these. None of these are appealing. Let's see. One more cast gem, more damage from behind or cast. Ugh, this game wants me to run a cast build, I guess. I don't know. None of these terribly excite me. I guess we'll take the 1 extra Bloodstone.
It's acceptable.
If you say so, Master Chaos. So I can't use my special for the next couple rooms, which is fine because honestly, my attack on these early floors does enough damage that I'm fine. Why did I do that? Like, I knew that was going to hit me. Why did I do that?
No chance.
That was silly. Just standing on the trap being like, I wonder what this button does. Probably nothing nefarious or damaging to my life. Ah, goodness. Well, I'm off to a great start, Kiwi. Alright, Curse of Pain got a level up and we're going to get some HP, which will be very helpful for our overall survivability. Although running the bow, I'm usually relatively safe, all things considered. Yeah, so the bow's base damage isn't terribly exciting to me, or not terribly incredible. But it's fine. Once we can start stacking up our Doom damage, I'm hopeful that will pop off a little bit. Or I've set myself up for horrendous failure, and maybe I'll get a trade boon from another god that'll swap out the special for something a little bit better. No matter. I'm going to roll with it, and we'll see what we get. If nothing else, the bow is incredibly safe and very consistent with me, because it is hands down my best weapon. Although I think from what I've learned, I might actually be surprisingly more consistent. I might be somewhat consistent with both the spear and definitely the rail. I didn't give the rail enough of a try back in my original playthrough, so I'm glad that I've gotten to play it a bit more this one, and it's paid off pretty well, all things considered.
My boon from Master Chaos has evolved.
Excellent. Alright, HP. Nope, nothing here that I want. So we can use our special now, and we'll take the palm and stack up a little bit more damage on the Doom buff again. Yeah, so the combo of Doom and attack here is enough to pop these guys. Still overall weak because we didn't get our full-blown Chaos boon, but our full-blown, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. We don't have all the damage that we need. I'm stuck. There we go. So it's interesting because the Doom, when I took it, said it did 60 damage a pop, but it's... Oh, you know what? It's because it got palmed. It's doing more damage. I'm like, why is it dealing more damage than what the base damage said it was going to be? But you can, wow, you can feel that diminishing return. We got 40 more damage on the first pop, and now we're only getting 28 more damage on the second one. That's fine. Again, the Doom damage adds up pretty substantially.
Mastery. riches.
Alright. Oh, our blood-filled vial leveled up. Okay, we'll take Demeter. I'm honestly thinking about maybe going a gimmicky cast build with her because of what boons we got from Chaos.
Let's go, lads.
The cool thing about the special here is if I position correctly, I can actually hit both of these guys with it. Alright, that's one done. And the other one should be done in a second, and pop goes the weasel.
That's what
Do
you
I
get.
really?
The mark of chaos is upon you, isn't it? A force older than I. Yet one which you ought not trust so readily. No rhyme or reason to that one at all.
It's all shits and giggles with Chaos. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see what happens. Well, that definitely means we'll need to take Artemis, though.
Oh no.
There you are.
We'll need to take Artemis so that we can get the duo boon with Demeter's cast, which makes it track a lot faster and also last longer, and that makes it a lot stronger. Ideally, I would have the mirror buff that makes it so that my what's it called? That makes my my cast gems, my bloodstones regenerate rather than drop out of enemies or respawn after in this case, the crystal beams wear off. That would work a little bit better with this build, but it's fine. So I'm just trying to get as much gold as I can by killing as many enemies as possible. Every enemy slain is another bit of gold that adds to our pool that lets us buy things down the road.
Enough.
Yeah, we got a nice little chunk of change out of that. So I could take the Erebus Gate here and get an extra 25 HP, or I could get another pomegranate level on the Doom. We're already at +3, which means the diminishing returns are really going to start adding up. I think, honestly, I'll go for the HP here.
Oh, here goes nothing.
We've never done an Erebus Gate before, so I'm curious to see how these work. I don't remember.
Greetings, Father.
Get him, wretches, now.
It looks like it's just kind of a wave-based combat sort of thing. And it looks like enemies from other floors can spawn here as well. Oh, can we dash, please?
Already.
Oh, okay, there's a mission. I have to slay foes without getting hit. I get it. Okay. Well, that was my error. I didn't see the upper left telling me what I needed to do, so it looks like I'm probably not going to get my reward, but I still have to kill these things, which is unfortunate. My fingers seem to be a little sloppy right now, is a very strange way of saying I am misclicking buttons horribly.
I think not.
There are a lot of enemies, but do these drop coins at the very least? It doesn't look like they do, so yeah, I messed up. Oh well. At least, I mean, this was my first time ever doing an Erebus Gate, so I didn't realize that there were specific missions that are required to get the accomplishments, and now that I know that, I'll be careful next time. So,
Sloppy of me.
1 HP, so I can get a reroll, some HP, or some coin. I think we'll take the keys here and try for some rerolls. The Doom will still do pretty solid damage. It's just not enough damage to really make me pop off yet. Oh, right, I forgot I have this. I should pop these. Because I have 4 cast gems now. I may as well benefit from them. Yay, lasers.
Thank the gods.
Okay, hammer. We'll take the hammer, yeah. We're looking for things that affect the special primarily. Either add more shots to it or consecutive volley, I think it's called.
Get this bow back into tip-top shape.
Well, look at that. We got only attack ups. Of course. I'm gonna sneeze. Forgive me. Pardon me. Alright, power shot is easier to execute and deals 150% more damage, or your attack fires 3 shots in a spread pattern. Triple shot has the potential to be extremely strong in the right hands, and I love it on the aspect of Rama. Or power shot. I feel like we're going to be ranging things from a pretty fair distance, so the extra damage on that is likely better. This entices us to play close range, so I think I'll take perfect shot here.
That's it.
Alright, on to Meg.
I'm back, ladies.
Or I guess the Furies. No, Zagreia, sir. Oh. One day she will learn our name. Of that I know. Of that fact I know. The homing on the aspect of Chiron is pretty wicked, though. You have to, like... They, like, follow the enemy perfectly. Alright, note to self, make sure that you're aiming with the beams instead of firing them off into the corner. Beam damage seems pretty solid, though, I have to say. As does Doom. Okay, definitely not our cleanest Tisiphone fight, but
Peace to Symphony.
good enough. Alright, so now begs the question, who do I take next? So I want Artemis, and I want Athena. I think I'll take Athena on the attack first, and then I'll go for Artemis boons after that, hoping for the duo with Demeter.
All set.
Let's see. Don't need anything from the shop, so on to Asphodel.
Going up. Good.
Alright.
Be there soon, Lenny.
Aw, we're looking forward to seeing our best buddy.
Just need to get from here across all that.
It's not that much, is it? Alright, a little HP up, never hurt. I mean, that's ultimately what I look at Darkness as this nowadays. It's just a little bit of extra HP that I can potentially earn. Once we get the Athena attack, we'll have a pretty sizable up in our base attack damage, especially with the power shot boosting attack boon. I feel like some of my button inputs aren't going through. It may just be me playing with fat fingers. I'm not entirely sure, but something feels a little bit off. I might have to try switching controllers and see if it plays any better.
Always a pleasure.
Okay, where to next? Gems, darkness, or rerolls? I feel like having more rerolls on this run might benefit me, but I'd rather just take the darkness for now and get the little bit of HP up. Because I'm at 3 rerolls as it is. More might benefit me, but...
Over here.
I should just be using these, though. They are extra damage, even if it's fairly tiny amounts of damage at the start. Alright, there we go. And finish. Yeah, it definitely feels like my attack button isn't going through sometimes, and I don't know if I'm misplaying. Maybe the animation on the special just lasts a bit longer than I realize, and that's locking me out of being able to attack. I'm not entirely sure what it is. So I know at base... Oh, there's a fish in here. Where is it? Where are you, fish? Over here, maybe? Found a gold. There it is.
I think I see a fish.
You do see a fish. Good job. So I know at base, Ares' special on the Chiron bow is probably a waste, but my thought process is if I can get the boons that stack Doom damage, like let Doom stack, then let Aphrodite cause... Ooh, okay, perfect. We'll take both of these.
Let's get out of here.
We'll get a Demeter and Ares fight. We'll start with Demeter.
You have my gratitude.
Attack, Frozen Touch, Ravenous Will. When you have no Bloodstone, take 10% damage, deal 10% more. We'll take that.
You shall not goad me into anger with a petty insult such as this, you know. Nevertheless, there is a price which must be paid for it.
You still sound angry despite saying you're not angry.
Damned either way, I guess.
You never really know what build you're going to end up with in this game. You can influence it as much as you'd like, but there is a degree of variability. I mean, that's the nature of roguelikes as a whole, is it not? These witches, though, man. But yeah, I would say overall, as far as like trial rooms go, Ares is definitely one of the easiest ones to contend with in terms of not taking too much damage. Where are the rest of the witches, though? There are more? I hear them spawning in. Oh, there you are. That's a lot of things. There are so many things, Kiwi. Yeah, I thought Ares would be fun on the special though if I can get enough of the tier 2 boons that Ares has with Doom. But until then, it is definitely going to be kind of a slow wind up. I think what I just need to remember to do is make sure that I dash after I use my special, and then I don't have to worry so much about the delay. This fight is definitely lasting a long time, though. We are feeling the Jury Summons effect. Ooh, that was a lot of damage I took.
You capably survived my wrath, and I commend you for it. Let us continue on, as friends and kin.
Whatever you say, angry boy. Alright, Curse of Vengeance. After taking damage, inflict doom on foes around you. So none of the boons I'm really looking for, but let's just check this off our list of boons we haven't gotten from him yet. And then there's Athena. Took her long enough. We'll have to take her. We want her attack. I'll also like her dash, but I'll take what I can get.
The Mega Gorgon.
That pillar is just absolutely blocking my projectiles there. I guess Crystal Beam does do pretty reasonable damage if you can get it stacked up enough. There we go. And pop goes the...
Didn't catch her name.
The biting cold surrounding you must mean the goddess of seasons decided to take an interest in your struggle, Zagreus. I did not count on Demeter being a part of this. Take heart, though use discretion around her.
Alright, if you say so. Okay, hey, an actual decent attack boon. Alright, we'll take that. Your attack is stronger and can deflect. 60% damage increase. Onto a gem room. Okay, nothing too exciting to see in there, though, but we'll take what we can get, I suppose. Oh, but you know what? I take that back. I'll always be happy to see a fountain room.
Never enough of these back at the house.
And we're gonna go see Eurydice. So, ideally, if I could get a rarity up on my attack and my special, that would be amazing, but we've gotten a bunch of superfluous boons for what I'm aiming for. Alright, maybe just Curse of Vengeance. It's not the end of the world if I get it on Crystal Beam, too. Heroic Crystal Beam would be pretty good since I'm building towards that direction.
Aw, for me? Really, Your Majesty? This'll be perfect for my latest recipes.
You know, of all the souls I've ever met, I feel like you put this stuff to the best possible use.
So, how's Orpheus been doing lately anyway? Still keeping his hair in those neat little curls. I guess his tan must have faded by now.
Curls? Not exactly, no. But he's doing all right. For him. He's started singing again lately, which was a big step. He never used to before. Would go on about how he'd lost his muse.
Hey, once again, I'm going to just do a little voice acting appreciation. When he said not exactly no, the little bit of laughter, you can hear a very subtle chuckle when he says no. Like, you can't see it in writing alone, but the little flourishes that good voice actors have are always worth celebrating and appreciating if you can notice
and now
them.
He knows I'm out there still, huh? That's, well, thank you for the update, hon. Music's his gift. Good to know he's not throwing everything away.
Alright, I'm going to roll for this. There are definitely some boons that I could end up on that I'd be very sad to see it on, Ravenous Will and Vengeance being the namely two. But any of the other three boons I think are pretty solid if I get them.
Hope you like it.
Alright, special and cast, I'll take that.
Good.
Farewell, Your Majesty.
And this is the end shop, so it means we'll be fighting Lerny in a second now. Let's see, anything fancy from you? Zeus. I honestly thought about Zeus because we could potentially get the weird duo boon that makes your vengeance abilities pop randomly between Ares and Zeus. I might honestly take him here. Yeah, I guess I
I'll
will.
take it.
I don't think that matters too much for us. We'll take Hyper Sprint and hope for that we can see Hyper Dash? I forgot what it's called, but the thing that makes your damage scale with your movement speed. We'll take that and see if that helps. Alright, Zeus, what have you got for me?
Why, here I am, young man, in such strange circumstances, I might add. Luckily, the boatman Charon is much easier to get a hold of than your father.
Let me see what we can take that would give me Zeus's duo with Demeter. Let's see. So we don't want... It's Cold Fusion. Your jolted effects do not expire. So it's anything other than her cast. So we're not really going to get Cold Fusion then. Okay. Other than that, Smoldering Air. Nah. Alright. Vengeful Mood we could get. We just need one boon from Zeus, including his aid. So I think I'll just take his call, if it was offered. I guess we'll take Heaven's Vengeance for now, because I don't want his dash. I'd rather take Athena's dash if I can get it. So yeah, Heaven's Vengeance. Ugh.
The might of the heavens.
Forgive me, I don't know why, but right before I started recording this episode, my head just like got really congested.
Why, Lerner, you are looking positively fabulous, I have to say.
Aw. Zagreus loves his little Hydra friend. Honestly, crystal beam stacking just does pretty comical amounts of damage, all things considered. It's mostly, what we need is the Artemis boon. So actually, now that I think about it, we're gonna have to force Artemis on the next floor so that we can potentially get their duo boon. Things are not positioning well for me. There we go. Okay, we're good. Pop all the crystal beams, get an attack off, start spamming Doom on him. I guess ultimately what it turns out is I don't really know how I want to build this. I just know that I'm not building it the way I want to right now.
Needs a neck anyway.
Chroma doesn't need a neck. That's one of our running jokes. Chroma likes to make her neck just completely disappear. And so she's just all face. Not head, just face. Chroma is primarily a cat made out of her face. Absolute ridiculous. Our children are absolutely ridiculous. Oh man, I had to talk with my mom about how we're not really planning on having kids, and she was so sad. She so desperately wants us to have kids, Kiwi. But it's just, we're not in a position in our life where that's going to be feasible or reasonable, both professionally and personally. And I'm okay with that. I think when I was younger, I thought the idea of kids sounded really cool. And I do believe that I could be a pretty decent father, honestly, but I openly acknowledge that there's too much going on to think it's a good idea. Alright, so we're gonna go with the Artemis keepsake next? Yes. As planned. And then...
Do I still need these?
I think this is fine. We're not gonna sell anything.
Get me out of here.
This is definitely a very unfocused build. There was an idea that I was going to try and reach for, but I'm just not getting it. But that is totally fine, honestly. We'll still make it happen.
Another day or night in paradise.
It doesn't feel like this build is not going to work. It's just not going to work as well as it maybe had the potential to do, so we'll take Hermes here. Never a bad choice to take Hermes.
Come on, then.
Just need to remember to always be casting these. We do have, honestly, it's kind of funny. I didn't expect this to be how it played out, but Crystal Beam is honestly carrying our DPS, I think, for the most part. That guy's just standing with his back to the beams and being like, this is a nice massage. What's going on? Why does it feel so cold? Well, that was a lot of damage that didn't need to happen to me. It's fine. All right, Hermes, what have you got?
Boss, I know you've heard a certain rumor from a very skinny individual who's uninclined to move. You best keep that one to yourself, all right? Or else our jig is up, and your father wouldn't like that, nor would you. So, cheers.
The rumor come out. All right. Bonus damage from bonus speed, 50%. Let's do it. Rush Delivery Hyper Sprinter is a wonderfully powerful combo. And more damage is always welcome. We've got a lot of coin already, but I might waste it in the shop. The Palm, I have a reasonable chance of not using effectively, so I'm going to go ahead and take the coin here and save up again for another Titan Blood. Ultimately, the reason I'm doing that is I really want to, as best I can, try and save up for more aspect upgrades so that we can really try some of the boons, the weapons that just don't feel that strong at base starting point. For example, the aspect of Hestia on the rail is apparently it is very strong, but it starts off super limiting, and genuinely, I think I will enjoy it a lot more if I can get it stacked up before I use it. I know other weapons that are consistently considered some of the best: aspect of Achilles on the spear, aspect of Nemesis for speedruns, the Blitz Disc, what was it, aspect of Zeus on the shield, aspect of Beowulf we proved was a bit rough in its starting state just because its AoE is pretty tiny. Like, there are a lot of potential boons that just need a little bit more love, and then they're going to do something wicked strong for me. Oh, let's not get hit there. Okay, Steve.
Won't miss a couple.
What have we got? HP? Sure, I'll take some HP. You can play a little carelessly. There's Patroclus, or I could go for the mid shop. I kind of want the mid shop more than Patroclus, because Patroclus doesn't have a lot to offer me right now, admittedly. But I feel like I have to go Patroclus, because I really want to see the story with him and Achilles play out a bit better. And I can't do that unless I start interacting with them more. Oh, shoot. Darn it. I saw him right as he started doing that nonsense. Unlucky. That's a lot of wasted HP. I think I lost more HP than I gained. Oh no, it's still ticking. Ah. Yeah, I lost more HP than it was worth.
Why do I bother?
I messed up. Oh well. The shop's more fun, but let's go Patroclus. More fun versus more interesting, I guess is how it plays.
What is it?
Here, have a gift.
Ah, a means to drown my sorrows temporarily. That's good. And rather kind of you, I have to say.
It's nothing. Thank you for not trying to slay me where I stand and boast about it, like seemingly everyone else around here.
You again. I told you to stay clear of me. Your father's quite the big shot around here, but that means nothing to me, understand? Go, and tell him he can cast me in the pits of Tartarus for all I care. It'd be a welcome change of pace from being put to pasture here.
I wonder if he actually had that done if he'd say the same thing. Doesn't sound like Tartarus is exactly a happy place to hang out in, especially compared to Elysium. It sounds like they constantly have the air conditioning on, so Kiwi, you may not enjoy it though. I feel like you'd fit in more in Asphodel, where you can have your flesh burning off your face and be very cozy. I don't understand. Our temperature preferences are both like really skewed in the wrong direction around each other. Oh, darn it. The hammer is objectively the better choice because it can just pop the run off, but at the same time, we really, really, really want that Artemis boon to try and get for her duo. I am going to take the hammer, though. I think at this point the build isn't really centered around... Well, actually, it kind of is. Most of my damage is Crystal Beam, so maybe this may be the wrong choice, but you never know. You can never possibly know what was the correct choice. For all we know, that might be the only time we see Artemis this entire run. And again, the thing about this bow is it is extraordinarily safe, so I don't fear this run not ending well. Especially just the bow. I'm so much more consistent on the bow than any other weapon in the game. So in that aspect alone, no matter what aspect I'm running, I still feel like the run is going to happen. It's going to finish. I don't know why the bow just meshed so well with me, and it's kind of sad because I won't say anything about the actual weapon aspects in Hades 2, but I will say none of the weapons in Hades 2 mesh with me quite as well as the weapons in Hades 1. And the bow especially, there are a few other weapons that play like it across the games, and this just fits my playstyle the best. Can't really explain it, just can observe it.
Time to mix up my style.
Alright, well, I still have not gotten any good special attacks. Oh well, Sniper Shot is pretty solid. 200 damage to distant foes sounds great, but we're running a special build. I'm just going to take that. It doesn't sound that great, though. And sure, a Chaos Gate. I feel like if I take this, I'm going to lose my chance to get Artemis. Oh, there's Artemis right now. So let's go ahead and take the Light of Ixion, then. Funny how that worked out. There's a coin pot. Anything else around here? It doesn't look like it. All right. Into Artemis's room. Asterius? Oh, Butterfly Ball. Okay. Works for me. Stationary targets versus Crystal Beam. Have a bad time. We should be able to DPS the ball down pretty well with Crystal Beam. So I'm just going to focus on honestly taking out these little things that it spawns. think that's good there. And room clear now. Okay, a little bit of a delay, but it's fine.
In your honor, Lady Artemis, your mighty blessings have helped me through so many trials now, and I always welcome your level-headed presence here.
I figure I'll just keep popping nectars on everyone until I run down to 5, and then I'll sit on those 5 for things that I particularly want to give them to.
Look, I like being worshipped just as much as anybody, Zagreus, though bear in mind that you can always leave the worship of me to the forest nymphs, all right?
She sounds super uncomfortable getting these gifts.
Have to admit, you're very capable with Coronoct. Now I can hit a bullseye in my sleep, but you'll be right there with me if I don't keep practicing, I think.
That would be fun if we could just do that. Special is stronger with chance to crit. Would be decent, but I'm not terribly excited by that idea. I think we'll take the dash strike. Oh no, I was thinking about taking Athena's dash. So then I believe Artemis's call will allow me to get her duo with Demeter, but let me just confirm. We're looking for crystal clarity. Yep, Artemis's 8 is on that list. Perfect. So let's go ahead and take her call. And perfect. Nothing that is going to make me want to take it over the Chaos Gate here, so let's go ahead and see if we can get a decent boon that doesn't throw the run right before Theseus and Asterius. HP, damage from behind. Man, it does not want to give me good Chaos boons, I swear. Let's re-roll again.
How about a different set of choices then?
Another cast stone. Oh no, Kiwi, that's actually really good. Reward previews are hidden for the next 4 chambers. That actually doesn't matter because we're going to be going into Styx, and I can get all the rewards that are available on that floor. So let's do it. Let's do this. All right, +1. Eeny, meeny, miny, this one. All right. So this does lock me out of knowing what god boons will potentially be offered to me for the rest of Elysium, at least. But that's honestly fine, unless I unfortunately miss out on an Artemis boon, and I have no way of knowing about that until it's a little too late. Actually, I'll never know. Therefore, I don't have to worry about it. Sometimes ignorance truly is bliss. Getting caught by some damage here, but that's fine. Just make sure that they don't respawn and their numbers will dwindle fast enough. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Calm down, please. Alright, I need to bail out and... Oh my goodness, I'm getting hit by everything. Alright, don't respawn. Saved it. Okay, good. Nope, it's respawning. I got it. Okay, good. Unfortunately, because Crystal Beam does not block attacks... Oh my goodness, my special is just missing. So much for that homing effect. Okay, well, we took way too much damage here, which is unfortunate. I'm just going to focus on evading for a second. Because all these little flame chariots are not ideal for me. Oh dear. I still got hit. I still got hit somehow. These arrows are just these, or what are they called? Strongbows, I think? They're a pain. Oh, there's still one. I feel like the special upgrade that I got on the hammer, the last hammer, is honestly, it could just be me, but it feels like it's less accurate now because it's not hitting them.
Took a bite out of me there.
Or it is hitting them and it's just piercing through them like it's supposed to. Alright. Not selling any of that. This is a little bit unideal because I could use an Oh, I have 1 HP left. Sure would be nice if I knew what I was going into, but can't do much about that. I'll just need to focus on doing what damage I can. That's ultimately what it boils down to. And then use my environment to dodge what attacks I can as well. Apparently this does not pop those little exploding eggs, or specifically Crystal Beam does not pop the little exploding eggs. which is good to know. It does look like this is a champion room, given these guys got the little skulls next to their HP bars. Not really sure what that actually means for us, other than it's a more challenging room. Oh, I got hit. I still think we're fine, though. But there's more to come. Alright, pop all these so that that cherry gets melted. Oh, that cherry is so very fast, Kiwi. So very fast indeed. Yet another reason why I would love to see an Athena boon for myself here. Alright, Chariot should be dead. Crystal Beam isn't doing much here. I think I need to get rid of these bows first. And then we'll just pop lasers and take out that bow that's trying to aim at me and missing horribly. Alright, that's another enemy down as long as this hits, which it did. The nice thing about Ares' Curse of Doom is that, or Doom Curse, is that it does, oh dear.
I don't think so.
Is that it, as long as it makes contact with enemies, even if they shield it, it still goes off. Okay, that room didn't go great, and all it was for was darkness. Ugh. Okay, well, unfortunately we took that Chaos Boon a little too early, it seems. Would have been great going into Styx. Okay, at least we picked the shop. I would have been really sad if I got the, like a random whatever. Alright, let's... I don't think the palm helps me here too much.
I greet you, Zagreus.
What have you got, Demeter?
Why, Zagreus?
Oh, thank goodness.
Gentle Artemis here was just saying how concerned she was for your predicament. I'm sure she'd like it if we both could help you in this case.
We're getting their duo boon. That's what we needed most on this run.
Concerned? I don't see anyone concerned. You have this, Zagreus. You don't need anybody's help, and you can get through this all on your own. Though, just in case, and I mean just in case, here.
Thank you guys. I really needed crystal clarity here. Alright, your cast is stronger and tracks foes more effectively, does 10% more damage. It does not last longer. I was mistaken about that. Curse of Pain got another level. Odd that that's the one that we got, but I won't complain. Okay, so we have 5 cast gems now with Crystal Beam, pretty stacked up.
I see my brethren failed to thwart your advance. Well, you shall go no further.
Okay. And neither will you, because here are my lasers. I figured I could get that off because they're just going to be trying to get their little cute combo together.
Now it is abundantly apparent that you are beneath me, fiend.
Actually, I'm next to you. Just keep stacking lasers. Lasers everywhere. Oh, geez. Well, I got hit by so much there. At least that hit Hysteria, so I did a ton of damage to him there. Oh my goodness, you travel fast. It looks like Theseus can, like, dash really far now. Oh, when did he... Oh dear. Ah. I don't know which way he's facing. Oh my goodness. I'm doing my best not to waste another Death Defiance if I can avoid it. And I'm trying to kite him so he faces towards me so the beams can hit him reliably. Oh, almost dashed into that, but we're fine. Yeah, turn your back towards him. Perfect. Okay, and that should be one doom and dud. Oh, right, my special pierces, so it went through his shield and killed him. Okay. Alright. That was a little bit closer than I would have preferred.
Take the service exit, thanks.
I swear I greeted our good shade. I just didn't get dialogue for it. I did walk over to him.
Quite that easily.
Alright, so we lost one Death Defiance, but that's not the end of the world. What do I want going forward into this final floor? Maybe Broken Spear Point? Maybe Evergreen Acorn? I don't know. I don't think I need Lucky Tooth. I will probably end up finding a Death Defiance, and even if I don't, I feel like I'm pretty safe on this build. One Death Defiance is likely all I'll use against Hades. So, eeny, meeny, miny, may as well just get this a little bit further stacked. Actually, let's get Evergreen Acorn a couple levels if we can. And, yeah, we'll take the HP here just for safety. So we got the only duo boon that I really, really wanted on this weird build that didn't go even remotely the way I expected it to, which is something I've been saying a lot lately, isn't it? But I don't know, I feel like there's definitely more that we could benefit from. I just don't know what that is just yet. And what's funny is, like, this isn't even the strongest way to play Chiron, like, not even close. Obviously, we kind of nerfed ourselves with the Ares boon, and we haven't gotten anything to stack it up further. There's another Athena boon, so we have the chance of getting the duo, or at the very least her dash. Alright, let's go this way and try and get Athena's dash, I think, to start. Two can play at this laser game. Haha, look at all my lasers. I'm so fast that I can't even control myself very well here. Yeah, like my base DPS is actually pretty darn low. But the potential for solid DPS with the lasers is up there. It definitely once you get stacked. Oh my goodness, my chaos, or not my chaos, my vengeance damage there. That was, I guess because the crystal beam hits you so rapidly, it just triggered all of them at once there. That's kind of funny. I'm not sure if the guillotine hit me there or the rat or both. Either way, unideal. Yeah, I think Athena's dash will definitely give us an extra layer of safety that we're currently lacking. But the main reason I want it is in case I get Merciful End, I can more reliably pop the Doom procs by dashing into enemies than by hitting them with my attack. Although I don't know if I really want to make my build plan around doing that sort of playstyle where it just puts me more at risk of getting hit altogether. Can't believe I still got hit by that. Honestly, more so I'm just impressed. Ah, my goodness, Kiwi. This is a lot of damage that, strictly speaking, is not necessary. How am I getting hit this often? My goodness. I am appalled and impressed and very sad. Alright, here we're gonna pop some of these and try to just shoot things down. I'm gonna be really upset at myself if I end up losing in this room. Alright, we need to get rid of these satyrs. That's the biggest source of our damage right now, is just getting hit by all this flying projectiles. Maybe it's because I'm trying to dodge to the side and they're not actually aiming for me, they're just like shooting around me.
I'm empty.
And then I also keep dashing into the trap pads and getting hit by the guillotines, which doesn't help.
For you, Lady Athena, without whom I would assuredly be lost.
This is an unexpected gesture, cousin. I do appreciate it, though please do not feel obliged. I offer you my friendship, not alone to be repaid.
Unless you slight me and choose a different god over me first. In which case,
in the name of Hades,
we'll talk about it. Alright, dash can deflect. There we go. Now we just have to try and use our rerolls to get the duo between her and Ares, I guess. I mean, at this point it doesn't feel like it's going to make too much of a difference, but we'll have to see. No Titan Blood this time, so I'm less excited by that diamond. We could just go for the Athena there right now, and honestly, I think I might. Worst case scenario, she gives me a Death Defiance.
Come in useful.
Yeah, we'll take that Death Defiance. Do I really need it, though? I don't. I really don't. I'm going to reroll. I'm going to reroll and see if I can get
what else we
her
got?
duo. There it is. Deadly Reversal. After you deflect, briefly gain 20% chance to critical damage. Well, it wasn't the duo boon that I was aiming for necessarily, but it's still a pretty darn solid duo boon because it's a crit chance on all damage sources. Here, we'll go for Ares next and see if we can get their duo through him instead. It really feels like Crystal Beam just fundamentally lacks damage, but it's really funny if you get. I think the issue is I need to get more things that benefit it. Just like with Doom, I'm lacking some of the secondary boons that make it really feel like a boon worth taking. Because I mean, once you get them all stacked up on an enemy, sure, that single target damage is pretty out there, or pretty impressive, but it takes a bit to get going. And on top of that, there are boons that, for example, make it, I think, slow enemies, which on its own is pretty solid, but then if you get the boon that makes slowed enemies explode and take a flat amount of damage on top of all that, makes it a lot stronger. Not an ideal position to be in, but Oh, goodness. There is so much poison on the floor, and it's going to be hard to avoid it all. Alright, there we go. I am desperately holding on to my remaining life. These small rooms aren't really that much of an issue for a lot of the weapons, but for the bow, in particular Pyron, and with a crystal beam build, it is a little bit hard to not feel the pressure of being zoned into a corner by all of the poison on the ground.
Found it fast this time.
Merciful End. Your abilities that can deflect immediately activate doom effects. Okay, we've got all the duos we were aiming for.
You two. Hey, money.
Alright, so let's go ahead and heal.
Refreshing.
We're definitely on the lower end of HP, but we've still got a whole
To get out of here.
Death Defiance. I kind of want to do the Demeter room, honestly, and see if we can get anything extra from her before we commit to the boss. It's probably a little bit greedy. In fact, it's definitely a little bit greedy, but I'm okay with being greedy for the sake of a more fun run. We've established that many a time by now, so that shouldn't come as any surprise. What may come as a surprise is whether this goes well or not, because it really has both options, and I can never predict how I'm going to play until it happens.
I can't.
Okay, I think Merciful End is pretty strong since it's popping those Doom effects. I didn't actually read if it gives any, like, damage up to it. I should look. Here, let's go ahead and give you a Doom and then pop that. I don't think it boosted the Doom damage here. Take that. 167 versus... Can I hit you? Yeah, I mean, I think it crit both times, but maybe it's not the crit. I'm not sure. Oh no. Prometheus Stone, passive, gain +1 Bloodstone for your cast for 6 encounters. We have to take that. We genuinely have to take that. Alright, that's pretty funny. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, no Death Defiance, but honestly, objectively, probably better. So basically all I have to do is like a little, I just have to tap them with my special and then dash into them, and they take a huge chunk of damage. I've never really gotten, I don't think I've ever run a build with Merciful End before. I mean, I must have when I played the game, my first playthrough, because I'm pretty sure I completed all the prophecies. I never, like I said, way back when, I never completed the entire game. Like I never got the epilogue. I never got to see what Persephone's plan was, although if we're going based on Greek mythology, I have a rough idea of what she's going to suggest. I don't actually know if that's how this plays out, though, so I'm very curious to see how that goes. But I don't think I've ever, in conscious memory, had a Merciful End build before. I wouldn't necessarily call this a Merciful End build, mind you, considering I'm not really using it that much. I'm mostly a Crystal... I'm honestly a Crystal Beam build, which I've also never seen the full extent of what a Crystal Beam build can do either. Here, let's just fire these.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Stubborn Roots. If you have no Death Defiance, your HP slowly recovers. We're just getting all of the duo boons now, aren't we? That's kind of funny. Alright, sure, we'll take it. We're just collecting them at this point. What does it matter? Would have favored a different duo with, or a different duo between the gods, but we'll take it. Alright, Zeus, what have you got?
Spend it all in one place, mate.
Do I don't even remember what Zeus boon I have. Heaven's Vengeance? Okay, it's just the Vengeance ability. Why don't we roll and see if I can get... Actually, I don't think I can, but may as well roll and see if there are any duos I get. After using your call, deal 20% more damage. That's decent. Let's roll once and see what happens. God Gauge charges faster when taking damage, or 20% more damage when using the call. We'll do that. And then the palm... Okay, yeah, flat 8% more damage every time we use our call. Not a terrible option. Alright, I don't think there are any more rooms I want to risk running when I'm already down a Death Defiance and half my HP.
The prince compels the multi-headed hound to let him pass.
So I really don't know how to play this going in. I think I just spam Crystal Beam as much as possible and then let my ranged attacks do the rest of the work, but Crystal Beam is basically the crux of my damage. Because somehow I've found myself with 6 cast stones, which is hilarious. Pardon me, hilarious. Oh, hi, Mark.
Be still. These waters, teeming with Poseidon's river denizens. That one there before me, it's been taunting me, I think, for quite some time.
I would love to lend him the rod of fishing and see what happens, but I don't think we're allowed to do that. Just have some father-son bonding time over fishing. Would be pretty funny.
To take me fishing, Father. Sounds more pleasant than having you slaughter me again, or the other way around.
You mistook my meaning. First you shall have my spear, then that thing shall, if it has not yet come to its senses. Though if you vanquish me, I'm certain your uncle shall not mind if you extract it yourself.
We can have it for dinner. I'll bring it back and provide it to the chef. Alright. That's kind of cute. He's just being taunted by a fish. I hope it's an extra fancy fish, but it's probably just like a baseline trout, because of course it would be. How many lasers would you like? I've got so many lasers. I don't know why I keep getting resisted. I don't know if it's because I'm like blocking things with Athena's damage or Athena's dash, or what that resisted that keeps popping up when I should be getting hit pops up. Not gonna complain about not taking damage though. Here, have an Artemis call. Ooh, that did a lot of damage, and not the damage. Specifically, Artemis's fully charged call. I'm just gonna sit here and wait for these to pop. So many lasers, Kiwi! So many lasers! Pew pew! Like, it's funny, I genuinely have like, I think 4 or 5 or maybe even 6, I have at least 4 duo boons. And none of them are, like, they're all individually okay, except for maybe Crystal Clarity, which is pretty darn strong. What am I doing? Like, why did I walk out face first into that? That was so bad. Like, that was entirely avoidable. What am I doing, Kiwi? Alright, just keep standing still, Hades. Just make it easy for me, please. Ow, 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 ow. Yes, perfect, lasers. Lasers versus lasers. My lasers are better, though. Oh, I didn't see it. Oh my goodness, that is so many things. Oh, thank goodness he didn't block that damage. I think he's already in his second phase of the second phase. If that makes sense. Oh, good, he's good. No, pots! Pot! Why is it always the pot, Kiwi? Oh, he's just gonna laser himself to death.
Were it not for all my wretched kin upon Olympus, you...
My struggle against the pots of death continues.
Such strength, boy.
See you at home.
May you have a merciful end. Heyo!
In the name of someone very sore right now.
Alright, how many duos? 1, 2, 3... Okay, it is only 4. It felt like more. But that's kind of funny. 4 different chaos boons, or 4 different duo boons. Alright, can I actually... I don't think I can remove the weapon aspect that's associated with this. Or... Hold on. Wait, oh no, if I go over... Bear with me. There we go. Okay, now... There we go. Fair enough. It's a very colorful win.
Titan blood. Come forth, fishes.
Here, fishy fishes. Let's see who was tempting Dad. It was just a bass.
Hey, it's a bass.
Hey, it is a bass. Oh well. A shame we didn't...
After defeating his lord father yet again, Prince Zagreus begins to shiver and catch cold. And, as is well known, there sadly is no cure for such a thing.
Yes.
No, wait!
It would have been funnier if he died by saying, like, by sneezing. I thought that would have been pretty funny, but... Yeah, it's fine. Whew. All right, well...
Not bad at all.
Another run that probably could have gone better, but didn't end poorly, I guess? No one here to talk to. Oh, Hypnos, you're talking to Mom. Interesting.
And if you ever need anything at all, Your Royalness, you can always find me wide awake right over there. Though I really shouldn't leave my post like this, not even for you.
I truly appreciate it.
Oh, Hypnos, you're trying to be good.
One of the frightful maws of Cerberus busily grooms the other 2.
I appreciate that Hypnos's cloak becomes his chair that he can sit in and also looks like just the red comforter that we have on our bed.
So what happened when Mother first arrived, if I may ask? Some of your residents seem to remember the Queen from before, yet the Olympians just never found out.
They had no jurisdiction here, no knowledge of our goings-on. Well, Hermes did perhaps, but in a very limited capacity. As far as anybody knew beyond this realm, our queen was Nyx. Ask nothing more of this.
All right, all right.
No secrets from Hades, I suppose.
Yes. I know Father appreciates your songs to the extent he's capable of appreciating anything. Though, has Nyx ever responded to them? She's always right nearby, yet you two don't seem to talk.
Almighty Nyx appears to tolerate my presence, Zagreus, for she could cast me into everlasting darkness if my song failed to be pleasing to her. She is a most discerning listener.
That she is.
It's interesting. They do build up Nyx to be some degree of terrifying,
Excellently done.
But I appreciate that she's also portrayed kind of as understanding and caring and nurturing, just also terrifying when she wants to be.
Can't really see me, can they, Nyx? I mean, not very well. I get that they can sense details here and there, but they don't know the full extent of what's going on. Are we really so far beyond their influence?
You are enshrouded from them, child. For your own benefit and theirs. They know as much as necessary to assist. And I trust they shall, for as long as you require. They are bound to one another as family. And they know that you require aid. Do not be too prideful to accept.
I won't.
All right. It's been a while since we've seen Achilles in the house.
Here's all I caught.
We got an ambrosia and some
market
keys.
value.
Cool. I could probably trade some of these keys for nectar now. Let's go ahead and do that real quick.
Fair and square.
Just bought myself down back to
I'll take
40.
the nectar.
Cool. So now I can start giving out some more gifts. Here.
Oh my. Your Highness, are you really sure you want me to have this?
I feel like there are a few people who have earned nectar more than Dusa.
I really am, Dusa. I hope you enjoy it.
She's a good soul. She has a lot of anxiety.
I'm just keeping busy here, like always, Prince.
Like I was saying.
I'd ask you join me for a drink, lad, but I know you've a task ahead of you, and liquor dulls the senses. Fortunately so, under most circumstances except yours. Leave me to it, will you? And I'll have one for the both of us.
Sounds like there's a cat behind me causing some chaos. I know it's Kiwi. Kiwi just woke up. Hi, Kiwi of the present and future and whatever else is in between. Or before. How do I say hello to Kiwi of the past? I don't think I can. I'm sorry, my brain just glitched on the concept of what time is. Anyway,
Some other time, Achilles. Just checking in on you, but I'll be on my way again shortly.
I think I just like briefly witnessed the cosmos in my brain and I wasn't ready to do that. And I have no idea what just happened, but my brain was just trying to comprehend how time works.
What are those shades muttering about?
I'm telling you, Achilles is the strongest there ever was. Cause of death, a sharp object. That's oddly non-specific. What kind of sharp object and where was it placed? Because I have definitely seen some unfortunate demises to sharp objects in places that...
Prophecy fulfilled.
Well, let's just say they were avoidable. God of War, the son of the god of the dead shall someday earn various boons of Ares. Okay, we've seen...
There's violence, there's Lord Ares.
We've seen all of Ares' boons. Cool. We still have barely enough darkness to even touch the mirror, so we'll keep stacking up for now. All right, Skelly, what have you got?
Say, Skelly, how'd you get here anyway?
Oh, you know, just kind of zapped right in like Papa lets us do. Some of us sometimes. Why do you ask?
Just kind of zapped right in like Papa lets us do is definitely a comment out of context.
I meant, how did you get to the realm of the dead in the first place? Lord Hermes whisk you to the entryway? Thanatos scoop you up, Charon give you a lift? What?
Oh, well, that's a little personal, don't you think, boyo? I don't like to talk about it much. So, if I could have a little privacy...
We're gonna get his backstory soon. That's exciting. All right, another shield run next.
Shield.
Okay. Chaos is just like, yes, pick me. Pick me. But honestly, I don't think I will. I don't know what I'm gonna run. It's gonna be either Aspect of Zeus or Aspect of Beowulf, where I try to use a little bit better. Maybe I level this up. How many I've got 5 Titan Blood. Honestly, I'm not really feeling the shield, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a mystery. The next run that I do will be whatever I'm in the mood to do when I load up the game. So who knows what weapon we're going to be running next time. Maybe I'll do a rail again. Could probably do an Aspect of Eris run. I would enjoy that, but I'm going to leave it to my whims. And we'll see how it goes. You know what? Here, we're going to do Aspect of Achilles, because we haven't gotten to play that. Let's see. After your special, you can retrieve your spiel with Raging Rush. After Raging Rush, you deal plus 50% damage. I don't know how long that lasts for, but okay, the next 4 attacks or casts are stronger. So it's cast enhancing too. Interesting. Okay. Well, now I understand why it's regarded as a very strong weapon. If it's a 50% damage boost at base, that must scale up ridiculously well. Well, I'll figure out what keepsake I want to do after off camera. With all that said, Kiwi, I hope you've enjoyed watching. And if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're sleeping, I hope you're sleeping well. I love you, and I will see you after the next one for some more Hades action.